When installing conductors in vertical raceways, it's important to provide adequate support to prevent stress on the conductors and ensure the integrity of the installation. Section 300.19 of the National Electrical Code, or NEC, specifically addresses requirements for supporting vertical raceways. Several manufacturers offer products suitable for supporting conductors in a 2-inch vertical rigid conduit containing 1/0 aluminum conductors. These products typically involve the use of channel strut systems. Thomas & Betts offers the T&B Super Strut aluminum channel strut, part number A30 1010. Erico provides Erico Cadirax aluminum channel, part number CRA100. Greenlee offers their strut channel, part number 221210. These channel struts are designed to be installed vertically along the length of the conduit. To secure the conduit to the channel strut, use strut clamps for brackets. The spacing of these supports is crucial and must comply with Table 300.19 in the NEC. This table provides guidelines for the maximum distance between supports based on the size and type of conductors. For the 2-inch vertical raceway containing coax and communications cables, a similar channel strut and support system can be used. The selection of specific components and the spacing of supports must take into account the weight of the conductors and cables, as well as the overall length of the raceway. Firstly, consider the weight of the conductors. Heavier conductors will require more frequent support intervals. Secondly, the length of the raceway also plays a role. Longer raceways will need more supports to prevent excessive strain on the conductors. Thirdly, if the raceway is subject to vibration or movement, it's advisable to use additional supports or bracing to ensure stability. Finally, corrosion protection is another important consideration, especially in harsh environments such as the face of a dam. Select materials and finishes that are resistant to corrosion to prolong the lifespan of the installation. The size of the channel strut will also influence the load it can support. Consult the manufacturer's specifications to ensure that the selected channel strut is adequate for the weight of the conductors and cables. When installing the supports, ensure that they are securely fastened to the structure of the dam. Use appropriate hardware and techniques to prevent the supports from loosening or failing over time. Proper grounding and bonding are essential for electrical safety. Ensure that the conduit and channel strut are properly grounded and bonded to minimize the risk of electrical shock. Regularly inspect the installation to identify any signs of wear, corrosion, or damage. Replace any damaged components promptly to maintain the integrity of the support system. It's crucial to consult with a qualified electrical engineer or contractor to ensure that the installation meets all applicable codes and standards. They can provide guidance on the selection of appropriate materials, the spacing of supports, and other critical aspects of the installation. In addition to the channel strut systems mentioned earlier, there are other types of supports that can be used for vertical raceways. These include clevis hangers, J-hooks, and cable trays. The choice of support system will depend on the specific requirements of the installation. Clevis hangers are typically used to support conduit from above. They consist of a U-shaped bracket that is suspended from a threaded rod or other support structure. J-hooks are commonly used to support cables and wires. They are shaped like the letter J and can be attached to walls, ceilings, or other surfaces. Cable trays are used to support large numbers of cables and wires. They are typically made of metal or plastic and are available in a variety of sizes and configurations. When selecting a support system, consider the following factors. Firstly, the weight of the conductors and cables. Secondly, the size of the raceway. Thirdly, the environmental conditions. Fourthly, the accessibility for maintenance. Fifthly, the cost. It's also important to ensure that the support system is compatible with the type of conduit or cable being used. For example, some support systems are not suitable for use with aluminum conduit. In addition to providing support, the support system should also protect the conductors and cables from damage. For example, the support system should prevent the conductors and cables from rubbing against sharp edges or surfaces. The support system should also be resistant to corrosion, especially in harsh environments. When installing the support system, follow the manufacturer's instructions carefully. Use appropriate hardware and tools to ensure that the supports are securely fastened. Inspect the installation regularly to identify any signs of wear, corrosion, or damage. Replace any damaged components promptly. Proper planning and installation of the support system are essential for ensuring the long-term reliability and safety of the electrical system. Remember to consult with a qualified electrical engineer or contractor to ensure that the installation meets all applicable codes and standards. They can provide guidance on the selection of appropriate materials, the spacing of supports, and other critical aspects of the installation. Consider the thermal expansion and contraction of the conduit and conductors. Temperature changes can cause the conduit and conductors to expand and contract, which can put stress on the supports. To accommodate thermal expansion and contraction, use expansion fittings or expansion joints in the conduit run. Also, ensure that the supports are not too rigid, allowing for some movement of the conduit and conductors. Consider the effects of wind and ice loading. If the raceway is exposed to wind or ice, it may be necessary to use additional supports or bracing to prevent it from being damaged. The NEC provides guidelines for calculating wind and ice loads. Consider the accessibility of the raceway for maintenance. Ensure that the supports do not obstruct access to the raceway for inspection, repair, or replacement of conductors and cables. Use supports that allow for easy removal and replacement of the raceway components. Consider the aesthetics of the installation. Choose supports that are visually appealing and blend in with the surroundings. Use supports that are painted or coated to match the color of the conduit or cables. Consider the cost of the support system. Choose a support system that is cost-effective and meets the budget requirements of the project. Compare the prices of different support systems from different manufacturers. Consider the availability of the support system. Choose a support system that is readily available from local suppliers. This will ensure that you can obtain replacement parts quickly if needed. Consider the environmental impact of the support system. Choose a support system that is made from sustainable materials and is environmentally friendly. Use supports that are recyclable or reusable. When selecting a support system, it's important to consider all of these factors to ensure that the installation is safe, reliable, and cost-effective. Working with a qualified electrical engineer or contractor is highly recommended to ensure proper selection and installation of the support system for your specific application. They can provide valuable expertise and guidance to ensure compliance with all applicable codes and standards, as well as to optimize the performance and longevity of the electrical system. Remember to always prioritize safety and follow best practices when working with electrical systems. Proper planning, careful execution, and regular maintenance are essential for ensuring a safe and reliable installation. Finally, consider using cable ties or other means to bundle the conductors together within the conduit. This can help to prevent the conductors from shifting or moving within the conduit, which can reduce stress on the conductors and supports. Use cable ties that are made from a durable material that is resistant to UV radiation and other environmental factors. When using cable ties, be careful not to over-tighten them, as this can damage the insulation of the conductors. Regularly inspect the cable ties to ensure that they are in good condition and are properly secured. Replace any damaged or missing cable ties promptly. By following these guidelines, you can ensure that your vertical raceway installation is safe, reliable, and meets all applicable codes and standards. Always prioritize safety and consult with qualified professionals when working with electrical systems.